picture will continue and I don't freeze up, but I can't promise anything. Man, my hair looks like a chicken today, guys. Whew. Welcome in. Hello, everybody. Nobody's really in here yet, but hopefully I'm gonna pull you guys up on the TV so I can see any chats or hope to see some of the chats. Hello, AB. Hey, Kaylee. How are you? Thank you guys for coming by tonight. Well, it's 6:30 something here. It's almost what, 20 till? Yeah. I say way too much, but I'm searching for things to say. Hey, Jaynette. Hey, Jen. Hello. Everybody, welcome in. I'm so glad Colleen, hi. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys are okay. But yeah, the rain. Yikes. I'm so sorry. The rain has been crazy everywhere. Most summers though, isn't it like everybody's like, oh, we can't get a drop of rain now. It's like, wow, it won't stop raining. But I'm sure there are places that really won't rain. And then I said this on a video today. I recorded tomorrow's video earlier today, hence the same shirt and the friggin' electric blanket. I'm freezing in here, but yeah, it'll be sunny, and then all of a sudden it'll really start raining, and then a little bit later it'll stop. Or this happens to me in the morning when I take Frankie out. Frankie's been a real pill today, by the way. Yeah, puppies are no joke. But yeah, I got up this morning to take him out, and it was my, back deck was just flooded with water, and all the cushions were wet, and like his little water bowl that I keep filled up there, it was empty when I left it last night. And I, thought I'd just fill it up for him today. And it had, an inch or two of water in it. And I was like, holy shit. It rained like crazy. I didn't even realize it. I didn't even know. I must have slept that friggin' hard. Thank you, Ambien. You know what I mean? Like, but anyway, what's going on with everybody? Let me see if I can't. Okay, yeah, I can go back. Hey, Lisa. Hello. Hello. Right. I burned this thing all year long. I actually bought a second one, but I couldn't find the same exact one. I love this one because it has an 8-hour setting. And at night, that's really nice for me. Of course, my hot flashes and stuff, I kick it off in the middle of the night because I'm like, oh God, but most of the time I'm freezing anymore. And this one it's seen better days, but I ordered a second one. So while I wash this, because you have to completely let it dry out of not in the dryer, but take it out of the washer and lay it out and let it dry somewhere either in your house. I usually take mine, if it's not going to rain, out on the deck and put it over the railing and just let it air dry like that, so I won't be without it. But I let it dry for 2 solid days because I figure the internal workings probably got really damp. So I let it dry for 2 days. And in those 2 days, I cannot do without an electric blanket. So I bought another one, and it only has like a 3 or 4 hour setting. And I'm like, you piece of shit. Right. I'm like, wow. They don't make them like they used to. No, seriously. I've had this one longer. And so I went to buy this one again. You know how you can go on Amazon and buy it again. This one was like, sorry. They're sold out because they're so good. But yeah, it's been raining and just so friggin' yeah. And Frankie has been a freaking pill. I mean, God, yesterday he was the sweetest puppy. He was so sweet, so cute, so loving, so all the puppy things. And then today he has been meaner than shit. I mean, when I say mean, he's been ankle biting. I have a place on my ankle right now, like literally biting my ankles when I walk by, or just when I'm sitting with him and letting him just play and whatever. He'll just run by and bite the shit out of you. Yeah, and don't even think about him going outside to use the bathroom because that ain't happening today. He has just been a real problem puppy, kid, child, whatever. I love him and he's adorable and he's my sweet baby angel, but man, oh man, he has tried me today. He has tried me. Like I need to be without. That's why I really came up here and was like, I'm going to do a live because I need you to be safely downstairs with other people because I've had it with you. And he likes to take off my slipper, my UGG slipper thing. He'll come by and grab it with his, and he's just 4.5 pounds. He's not very big. He'll grab my freaking shoe and just bite the shit and just like tear it up. I mean, he's just woo. Yeah. He's been yeah, puppy tude, Marsha. Hello. Yeah. He has been a real little so and so today. And I mean, I just came in from outside. That's why I'm kind of like, because they mowed today and I'm, all sinusy and snotty and stuff. And I stood out there with him for 20 solid minutes in the middle of the yard in the friggin' heat while he is eating grass. Like after they mow the clumps of grass, especially because they mow when it's wet because you can't find a dry time right now because all the rain. But yeah, the clumps of grass, he'll just go munching around on fresh mown grass. And I mean, he just came in, he just left his bowl from eating his midday meal. And that's what he did. And he just ran all around me, all around me, all around me, and would not pee or poop. And I'm like, I know that you are going to come back in my house and you are going to set loose. And so, yeah. Anyway, that's my story with Frankie. He's having a real moment. I need him to be a sweetheart like he was yesterday. He was such the sweetest baby. But Carter, he sleeps in Carter's room. He just has from the moment we got him. And so he's used to it. And she has a crate in there. And he has a real fluffy bed, which I wash today because I wash it. I wash all of his bedding and stuff like 2-3 times a week. I'm constantly washing his crap. But because he pees on everything. I mean, he just does. But yeah, she said he was up till almost 2 this morning, wanting to play, wanting to wrestle, wanting to bite around, wanting to roughhouse. And she was like, I did not go to sleep with that dog last night. He was up. And she tried to even get him out and like cuddle with him. And he was like, hell no, I'll bite your face off. So he's been a real pill today, guys. I can't promise that my internet or my Wi-Fi will stay if I freeze. I'll try to come back if it's pretty quick, but if we've been on a while, I'll probably just end it tonight because I haven't eaten. And Bill and Carter went to get Jersey Mike sandwiches about an hour ago. I don't know. They must have found some traffic or I don't know what's going on. I hope they're okay. But I just send everybody I usually send my family a text because they try to call me and stuff. And I always say, like, I'm going live. Like, don't call me right now. But anyhow, yeah, they've been gone over an hour. I don't know what they're doing. I got me a Philly cheesesteak at some point tonight. But yeah, Frankie Pill, right, Jennifer? I mean, it's like a thing. But anyway, my Wi-Fi, getting back to that, Jazz, I did call the fiber optics people, which is my power board. I called them. They got a tech on the line with me, and she spent a long time on the freaking phone. And one of you guys that saw my live last week, thank you to whoever it was, told me that you had a similar problem and that you were close to your neighbor and you guys kept getting on the same band. And like, I guess it kept switching off trying to see which Wi-Fi or something like that, which makes sense to me. And that's kind of what the girl, yes, cheesesteak girl, yes. Well, my friend from Philly, my teammate from Philly today, who actually lives here, she moved here with her husband and kids, but she was talking about Pat's, and I thought it was Pat's we went to, but it wasn't Pat's, was it? But anyway, she was like, "Yeah, I know you've been to Philly if you've had a Philly cheesesteak and you've said what whiz." But anyway, yeah. And the girl that was on the line, I know I get sidetracked and digress and go backwards and forwards and sideways and frontways. But anyway, back to the Wi-Fi. Yeah, where was it? Oh, how's Bill? Bill's doing good. He's actually, I don't know if they're downstairs. I think they're down there right now, but I could be mistaken. But they left a long time ago to get Philly cheesesteaks, and I haven't seen him since. So they could be downstairs now. I don't know. They don't usually come up here when I'm live because they don't wanna be on with me, and they definitely don't wanna be called out, and, Tony Luke's, yes, Tony Luke's, right, okay, I will never forget that. I'm going to remember that, but anyhow, so the girl, the tech on the phone call with me first, because I had a tech come out too. I know you think I would have perfect Wi-Fi now. I don't. She was like, "Well, let me switch bands. Let me do this." So she literally cycled on and off Wi-Fi with me like 4 times on the call, trying to switch me over to a different band, trying to do this, do that. She set up a 5G. She goes, "When you're live and you're wanting to do a live thing on YouTube, what you do is pull your Wi-Fi down. You know how you can switch it on your phone and do the 5G." In your room where the router is, that should keep you going. But when you're in the rest of the house, makes no sense to me, go to the 2.4. I don't know what, but she made 2 different, there's actually 3 Wi-Fi setups for me now. One is just the regular one that was effing up all the time, the 5G one that she set up, and the 2.4. I don't know. Yeah, thumbs up the live, guys. Thank you. So I don't know what all that tech Wi-Fi stuff is about, but that's what she did. And then I told her that I thought, and I asked Bill about this too. He didn't know. Oh, I love the new Coach Empire. I have it in the other room because I showed it on my video today. I love it. I freaking love that Empire. Sorry, I'm not holding my end up here, but what do you know about holding your end up, girl? But yeah, the tech came out because I thought that this is how stupid I am. I thought that the lines for the Wi-Fi fell from my siding on the, because they try to shove them up there underneath your siding and hide them. And recently, I guess with all the rain and stuff, I don't know what happened, but these 2 lines have fallen down, and I can see them, right? And so I told the girl, I said, "I don't know if this has anything to do with anything, but like the lines." She goes, "No, no, that's not supposed to happen. Like, I'll have a tech come out." So the guy came out, he looked, and then where I didn't want him upstairs where the router was, but he had to come up here anyway. I didn't want him up here because they haven't finished my bathroom and it's a freaking mess up here. Yeah. There's a thick cloud of sheetrock dust everywhere too, which I refuse to clean up anymore. I'm just like, I'm tired of dusting every time you leave. So when you're done, we'll pledge around and get it all done. But I'm like, so the guy came up here. I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my God. Because he was supposed to come at like 5, and he actually came while I was working. So I had to take a break and go outside and come in. So he came like 3 or 4 hours early. And I was gonna get off at 3:30 and then try to like spruce up the the room a little bit. Hell no. He was like, "Can I come upstairs to your router?" And I was like, "Sure." So he came up here, and it turns out that the thing that the first guy that installed the fiber optics last year told me was to get a mesh router and a mesh system. So I did buy that. It's actually sitting over here. But I bought a half a gig and not a 1 gig. And what we have is 1 gig in the house. And he was like, "This won't work because you have one and you need one." And I was like, "I can't return it now." So anyhow, he told me that that would replace the router that's in here, and then I would put another, like a little, it kind of like, think about it, it like forms a net of Wi-Fi around your house because you have 3 different, so you have the router in here, and then like in another room upstairs you have one, and then downstairs, the room that you're most in, you put it down there. So it covers your whole house. It covers like up to, 2,500, 3,000 square feet or something, or even more. So I was like, "Hell yeah, that's what I need." So I ordered that. I already had spent $250 on this friggin' mesh thing last year. Never installed it because I didn't know how. I didn't even know what to do. And now this guy explained it all to me, so now I'm an expert. But my other mesh system came in. I was going to install it Sunday or put it on Sunday. And Bill's like, "Well, are we going to have to change passwords and update things and do all that?" And he's like, "I'm watching stuff." And I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, probably. I don't know. Do I look like the, Jim Carrey, the cable guy? No. I don't know. But anyway, those 2 lines outside, he was like, "Ma'am, this was from back when you had a phone line, and we haven't had a dedicated landline in a few years." So I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for having you come out here for that." He goes, "Well, it's okay because I really needed to see what was going on with your router and stuff." And they own the router, and I'm like renting it for $10 a month. That old, song and dance. Yeah. So yeah, 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 yeah. He said just buy your router, and that is a router, the mesh system, and then the other two little things, adapters or whatever. I guess I don't know. I'm not really sure. Plugins, whatever. Go throughout the house and really supposedly give you extra whatever. But I will say, since maybe Friday or Saturday, it glitched out, glitched out. I think it's with them because knock wood. Also, she said I had another update or whatever. I'm like, am I going to have to freaking call you when this happens every few months that you're going to have to push the update to me? Or can you not just automatically update my shit? And she was like, well, I mean, it's here. I didn't know, and you wouldn't know either. And I'm like, yeah, until the shit starts running bad, and then I have to call you. Like, that's an inconvenience, but whatever. I mean, I wasn't trying to be Karen. I was really nice to her because she was really nice to me and she tried to help me. But anyway, she pushed the update again. Another freaking update that I didn't know I had or didn't know how to install. I don't have any, I can't do it. She can only do it. You know what I mean? Hey, Siobhan, we're doing good. How are you guys doing? Jaynette, honey, keep your stuff. I know you want to send me something. You're so sweet to do that. If it's just a card or something, I did put, I went ahead. I'm not going to get a P.O. box. I checked into that. Girl, they want, listen, they are effing around. They fucking around and find it out with that mailbox, with the P.O. box. Mm-mm. And I'm kind of leery about posting my address. I don't know what it would do, but I just don't want to do it. I've given a lot of you my address over the years. But I am going to, I went ahead and posted on my last video, and I'll probably put it in every description, an address, which is a work address for Bill, and you can attention any cards or anything that you want to send me to. I don't want you guys to send me anything. You don't have to. You really don't. I appreciate you guys just tuning in and being my friend, and commenting and watching. That's like enough. But I know some of you send me stuff, and I totally appreciate it. It's very sweet of you. But anyway, any kind of mail or cards or whatever, I have finally gotten a mailing address, which is a work address building for one of the places that Bill works. And if you send it to attention to Bill, HVAC manager, he'll get it and then bring it home to me. So anyway, that's just to say, that's caveat with all that. But the let's see, Siobhan says, oh my God, the flea markets for antiques and home goods, I know would keep there for hours and hours. Okay, yeah, Jeanette, it's in my last video. I'll put it down in the description boxes. If you want to send me a card, that's very sweet of you. You don't have to. You're very nice for thinking of me. But that's amazing, and I appreciate it. Siobhan says, I'd be there wondering how I could possibly bring back so many glasswares. Man, my daughter is hooked on the glasswares. Did I stop off on a point telling you guys something and then get sidetracked? I did, didn't I? Shit. No, I got sidetracked on the P.O. box. But anyhow, I have to install the mesh router. But yeah, for the last couple weeks, I've noticed that it was glitching and we were losing Wi-Fi. We were just totally like, you'd be watching streaming, and of course it would just turn off and my little Google thing would completely go off. You can tell that it says trying to connect to the internet. So I knew some shit was going down, and it would happen every night and sometimes during the day a few times, but then it would immediately reconnect. But at night it would go off for several minutes, not, I won't say it was a half an hour, but maybe 15 minutes at a time. It would just shut off. And here we would be sitting, we're totally dependent on Wi-Fi now, guys. Like, we can't do without that, right? So, I knew some shit was going down. You know what I mean? Like, I knew something ain't right. And I think it's on their end. I really think it is, because a lot of times I wasn't, I'd come on here and I would be a good clear picture and it wouldn't freeze. But I don't know. Right. So all that to say, working on the Wi-Fi, hopefully it's fixed. I don't know if it'll still freeze. I friggin' hope not. That's why I now am, well, there's 2 reasons I'm now in here. Well, there's 3 reasons. The purse room is epic. I like because my house is all torn up, I've just let every facet of the house go, except for laundry, of course, and dishes. I mean, you gotta do those. But girl, everything else in my bathrooms, I don't like a do you guys like a nasty bathroom? I can't deal with, nasty toilets and nasty in my own house. Like, I don't care what y'all do with yours, like, whatever. I'm just saying, like, so most of my house is just crazy, and especially the purse room, because I've unboxed a few Coach things that had so much shit, just had tons and tons. You know how they do. And I just letting it fall. I'm letting it fall on. I've just let it fall on the floor. I can't talk. So the purse room is messy. I have been preparing for a vlog sale. I said I won't have the vlog. I was supposed to have the vlog sale in July to try to help cover I want to recoup some of the money I spent on Marilyn's vet bills. That was a ton, right? And so I want to, sell some of the bags that I don't carry. And y'all know I do this anyway. I do it a couple times a year. But it is such a mess where I have put everything on that little bed that's in there. I've let things fall to the floor. Things I've shown in videos I haven't put them back in their cubby holes. I've just let them fall on the floor. The shelving's all out of whack. I mean, it is a frigging mess, girl. It is a mess. So that's one reason I don't want to, do my lives in there. It's so messy. And also I can look, and yeah, it's Janet. Yeah, when I clean it up, I'll definitely give you an updated tour of the purse room. But yeah, oh Bill, I do hear them downstairs. Okay. But yeah, there's trash everywhere, the Wi-Fi situation, and also a third reason is I really like coming in here and just sitting on the big brown couch because I can see you guys what you're saying in great big not blind anymore. You notice when I try to read from the phone, I'm like, let me get the bifocals. What y'all saying? What's on the chopping block? Okay, so I can tell you all, right? I don't know when it'll come down because my freaking contractor, he gone. Yeah, I still owe him money. But he hasn't finished. I still need faucets on my sink, my vanity. There's holes in the wall that he had to cut out for the vanity because it was just a couple inches too big. So he has to patch those. No mirrors are up. There's no lighting in there, and it's not painted. And he's put all the trim back, but he has to seal some of it, paint it too. So yeah, and none of my door stops are on, which is not a big deal. We could do that. And none of and we could do this too, the shelving, like not shelving, but the toilet paper holder and all that is not put on. So there's a good I want to say 2 days of work because the sheetrock needs to be sanded and shit like that. So, yes, I have. Okay. So yeah, Bill could do all that. Bill could do all that, but we're kind of paying him to do it. You know what I mean? And, it's a days and we don't wanna paint. Oh, hell no. I'm not painting nothing. My painting days are over. Um, but yeah, there's quite a few things left to do, but he has apparently hurt his back, and he can't trust anybody else to come and do it. I don't know. And which LA said today, "Hey, LA. Hi, girl." Um, but yeah, she was saying today that she thinks he's doing it all himself, so he doesn't have to pay one of his workers. I mean, it makes sense so he can keep the money because this is like a side job. He does a lot of stuff for builders. I just think he's covered up and can't come. And we are a couple towns away, about an hour away from where his home base is. So that might have something to do. But he hasn't been here in 2 weeks, like almost 2 weeks. And so every day he keeps saying, and he said since the last time he was here, he's been in the bed. He's been bedridden because of his back. And I mean, I want to believe him, and I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So Saturday, I'm coming. Sunday, I'm coming. Yesterday, I'm coming today. Oh, I'll be there at 9 a.m. He didn't show. So I finally texted him today, and it wasn't mean. I just said, I understand if your back is hurt. You need to heal up. I get it. Hey, Ed. Hi. Um, yes. And so I said, come Sunday. Just rest up and get your back better. But Sunday, because he does work on the weekends. And I said, if you can, please come on Sunday. Winnie, do you ever hold back of purchasing an expensive item when you know the resale value will make you lose too much money? No, my dumb ass does not. Nope. I'm that like glittery, like, ooh, oh, shiny. I need that. I don't think about tomorrow. Yeah. I'm 56 years old and I need to, and I don't. That is a sad thing. But yes, yeah, Malik, that I do that. And very sobering to think about. Yeah, well, Marsha, I can't, I mean, like, I don't know. At this point, it's just so insane. But contractors are notoriously bad about doing this, starting jobs, getting them not even close to completion, and then deucing out on them. I mean, I think he's going to finish it, but I thought it would be one day of work. And then Bill said, think about it. He's got to patch the holes, do the sheetrock, and let that dry, and then come back another day to paint. So I'm like, shit, we've got a good 2-3 days left on this. Meanwhile, I don't have a faucet in my bathroom at all. I have to keep using the middle bathroom, the other bathroom, which is not, I mean, it's two more steps. It's not like I don't have an incredibly huge house, so it's not like I'm walking to the West Wing or something. No, lovey. Okay, what am I selling? Sorry, I get sidetracked. Sorry about that. I am selling the Neo Noe. I sold the one. I sold the animation one a long time ago. It's been gone. But now the one that Meredith traded me. I don't carry it. It's a beautiful bag. It needs to. I feel so bad when I don't carry the bags and they're beautiful and they need to be used. And I feel bad about that one because I traded her and I really loved it. I mean, I love, love, love that pink. That design is so cute. It's the pink by the pool, Neo Noe in the little nano size way. I love it, but I don't love it enough to carry it. So that is on the chopping block. You guys are not going to believe this. This was my last purchase at Fashion File last year. And I carried this to New York and carried it all over and to Philly. The Damier, what do they call it? Pharrell Speedy in the 18, the blue. I am selling it. Since I got the actual, I find that I won't buy Damier a bean in any way anymore. I mean, I say I won't, and then they'll drop something that's so incredible, and I'll be like, shit, I gotta have it. Like, I do hold back of many items that are too special, though I like them, but I think no one would like them if I resell. I mean, you'd be surprised though. It might take you a while, but there is a lid for every pot. If you wanted it, odds are there are 35 more people or 350 more people that want it as well. So if it's something that you found beautiful, guarantee you share that like with someone else. So it's just the waiting for the time and holding on to it, like you said, for the right price and the right person to come along. So I kept that Nano Neo Noe animation for a year, over a year, wasn't it? Right at a year. No, it was over a year because I sold it this year and I got it in 2023 and immediately knew, but had waited the 30 days and couldn't return it. So I do that a lot too, which is so stupid of me. Oh yeah. Yeah, so sometimes it's very freeing and literally I don't want the money this time to buy other things, and normally that's my issue is that I'm so jazzed up to sell it because, oh shit, I've got something else I need to pay for. Or I've already bought it and I'm in the hole, right? But this time I'm not doing that. I'm telling you now, as of August 12th, the 2025, I say that. Tomorrow I may, have a Dreamweaver moment. But no, I really just want to pay down that vet bill. And I put that, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that vet card. We actually did have this. We've had it for a couple of years, and I usually just when I go to the vet, I'll pay for, or you can use it on your teeth too. My dentist takes it as well, but I'll normally put whatever visit on it, and then I'll quickly pay it off. So I had that care credit, and I swear to God, they upped my limit to like 10 grand or some shit. Seriously. So I put all of Maryland's vet stuff on that care credit card, and they give you 90 days or 6 months. I can't remember which it is to pay it off without interest. So, fingers crossed. I'm getting close, guys. I need to shit or get off the pot. I don't know if my deal is 6 months. It might be. I can't remember. But yeah, okay. So Dawn says I really have bad luck selling. I'm really careful not to buy. Yeah, I'm getting that way. I'm starting to think of that because it's gotten progressively worse for the last 2 to 3 years, where when I first started this purse game, like, you could flip any damn thing because there was everybody wanted, especially Louis Vuitton, you could sell it, but now they can't even sell their shit. So who do I think I am trying to sell it, for a little under retail? I used to could get more than retail because it was something that was sold out and sought after. Now, no, no. You're not getting what you paid for any item. I mean, I am not. Um, but yeah, I'm back in my big bags too. I am in my big bag era. I still love tiny bags, but I'm just not grabbing them at all. And I didn't think that would ever happen to me. But I'm being totally honest. I don't. I will carry that. Oh, that cherries one that I got, that little ivy pochette. But I carry an overflow bag in my car. So, and I've always done that though. Usually big booty Judy. Linda says, "Hi, Dawn. I have a great consignment shop that brings a decent return." What? Linda? Oh my God, girl. Do tell. Janet, you are enjoying your Neverfull. I'm glad you got that bag then. I am not a huge Neverfull person. I have a few. But now the Neverfull BB, freaking love that bag. I just got out of that bag when I got the Empire and the Loved. I switched from that into that. Love it. I don't want to play Tetris right now with my things, and I used to never. Yeah, you used to never mind that doing that. Hey Kelly, I love a big bag. I was so dumb to buy the white multicolor Speedy and what is it called? I hate them, but oh my God, you do. Oh no, that multicolor Speedy though, Kelly, so cute. Melon Maine, hello, welcome in. Hello. I just read this quote: respect people that wear glasses. They paid money to see you. Oh, I love that. I just had to buy some new glasses and it took away from my handbag money. I thought it was hilarious. I love that. Oh my God. Thank you for putting that in the chat. Respect people that wear glasses. They paid money to see you. Chef's kiss. That is the best quote ever. Yeah, I went outside with the dog and now I'm all like, ugh. I'm all, hinky from the where they mowed. I just picked up the Neverfull GM in the Damier Azur. She is large and charged. Yeah, that's a big bag. That's a big and nice bag. But I have just come to the conclusion that Damier, in any form, fashion, or whatever, except for that one Speedy that I have and I love, but I don't carry it much. So really nothing. But I will turn around and sell a damier, azure, a bean, even the bigger print. Like, what's wrong with me? I'll sell those first. I'll get those and then quickly turn around and sell those. So I'm getting to find out and really listen. I say it, but I am starting to listen to my intuition a little bit more of like, why are you wanting that back? Like, I really, guys, I had a fit for that freaking Cherry Speedy. I want it. I still want it, but I cannot. I got a Findography, Findi, I don't know how you say that. Findigraphy, Findiography. Nano, I had to have it. Those are adorable. I love those. I love those. I really wanted one too, but then I never popped on it. Pink interior. I know she's massive and I'm so into it. Yes, the pink interior. Yes, yes, yes. It's just sits there all mini and cute, right? Oh my God. But it is adorable. I wanted it because I feel like it's such a cute shoulder moment. That Speedy 30 has my name on it when it's time, biatch. We'll find the money. Yes, Ed. Hey, Eva. Eva got the new loved. One of the new loved bags too. I won't spoil it for her. She's going to do a video and everything. Unless you already did. I haven't been able to be on YouTube in the last couple days, so I need to get back. And then I watch y'all's videos and then I don't comment, which is such a bitch move. I'm so sorry. I apologize to everybody. Dawn is the worst. I watch your videos on my TV and I think you even said something one time in our text chat, like, you guys didn't watch my video. But I was like, I watched your video. But yeah, nobody knows if you watch your video, right? Because then you don't comment. And I feel like so stupid. I'm sorry. I apologize for that, guys. Empire 28 loved leather. Oh my God, it's so good. Eva, it is so freaking good. There's so much shit in my purse room right now, which reminds me of my purse room again, that I literally fell off my shoes the other day on some shit. I twisted my ankle a little bit. I was like, oh, girl, she's going to break her neck in here. Dawn says, I know you watch. Yes. Yeah, yeah. I do watch. I just don't comment because you can't comment on your TV. And sometimes my phone dies and I just am too lazy to charge it. Or I'm too lazy to pick it up. Yeah. If I lay it down on across the room and I sit down on this couch or lay down on this couch, mostly lay down on this couch. This old couch needs to be replaced. It's disgusting. I've had it for years and years. It's a done deal. I'm not getting up to get that phone. I'm so lazy. I'm so lazy. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Jolie, you're cleaning. Oh my gosh. Yes. So yeah, Dawn got the 34. I love that bag. So good. Dawn. Oh my God. Yes, your bag is adorable. I almost got that, but I figured like I'm not an East West gal. I'm probably not gonna do it. But yeah, I love your bag. Both your bag, like I love the loved. I freaking love it. Something in me is making me hop a train to the Coach Fifth Avenue store soon. I want to look at the Lana. Oh, yes. Is it Lana or Lana? It's Lana, right? I don't know. Dawn finally taught me how to say that Louis Vuitton perfume that has an L apostrophe. And I was saying lemon seat, but it's L'immensité, which makes so much more sense. But Dawn can speak French. She can totally pronounce all this French shit. If I ever have a French question, I'm like, girl, how do you say this? And she knows. She's good at pronouncing French. Really good. Lux, love 35. How's everyone feeling? The Coach Rowan with the bigger signature C's. It is unique, but I'm not a Rowan gal. No. I am a Rowan gal, but every time I buy one, I tend to turn around and sell it or trade it or something. So I don't know what it is about me, but they dropped oh my God. They dropped that navy and green one this summer. Oh, it took everything I had not to buy that bag, but I didn't. I didn't because I have too many freaking satchels. But yeah. Hey, Craig. Hello. Welcome in. Everybody's here. The gang's all here. I have so many of you. If you guys hear my stomach rumbling, it's because I'm starving. And my GLP-1s make my stomach digest at weird times. So if y'all hear a little, it's just my stomach. I will be honest and say that. I like the varsity bags from Coach. Yeah, I do too. I love all of Coach shit right now. They had that pink and green. LA got it. My bestie LA, she got that bag. She got the pink and green plaid, like satchel, or not satchel, but like square bag. So I wanted that one too, but I was like, no girl, no girl, have this vlog sale and sell some bags. Sell some bags. Okay, so On the chopping block is the Neo Noe. God, now I don't even know. And the Speedy Damier Pharrell one. And the Coach Hampton Hobo or whatever in that. Oh, I had to have it. I had to have it, girl. In the sparkly, glittery ones. What else? Oh, the Gucci. Is it? I don't know what it's called. The little tiny one that I had to have last year too. I got that one from Sensor. It's for sale. Eh, probably. I know someone asked me in a comment. Yeah, I see all the comments come in, but then I'm lazy and don't comment back on my comments. But somebody had asked me, "Are you selling that Alexander Wang bag?" Probably. I mean, guys, what? What else? Ed, what else am I selling? You know me. As far as Louis Vuitton goes, those are the two that come to mind. But then there's some Coach. There's some Coach. Oh, that Coach. Remember? I had to have that like 2009 Burrow mini bag. I really love the look of that bag, but I'm not going to carry it. I'm not going to carry it. And I wanted to keep it and I want to love it. And I do love it. I think it's gorgeous, but I'm going to sell that. And I think me and Craig found that for me maybe. And I didn't I pay a lot for that, Craig? I wanted one that was in the same leather as his, kind of like a box leather, because he has a bigger one. And I wanted that kind of shiny box leather that looks so nice on that Burrow bag. And they made it in a different leather too. They made it in like a glove tan and like a pebbled. But I really was like, oh no, I want this one. And I kind of think that I might have paid. Hey, Rachel. Hey, girl. There's my bestie. Rachel sends the best stuff. I love that card. Siobhan, yeah, Mini Boston is really cute. Crazy Pink. I'm not going to sell the Crazy Pink. The Tory Burch. You would be the only person in the world that I would sell that to because you have followed me with that bag for a long time. So, yes, Lisa. And if I ever do sell the Tory Burch Crazy Pink, Kira Satchel, you're the one. You are the one. Dee Dee, hello. Welcome in. I'm so glad you made it. Yeah, we're besties. Hell yes. Lux Love. I like the bigger logo more than the smaller C's. I do too. It looks good. It really looks good. It's cute. Where do you guys find your Coach stuff? Do you see it first on Coach Gone Rogue page, on Weiwei's page? I like that on Facebook. I like that getting on there. But man, you could post something like right now, and 10 minutes later, it's buried. That's how fast people post on Coach Gone Rogue. And I posted a video one time or a link to my video about a Coach bag, and people were like, oh, hell no, you can't do that. I was like, remove if you must. But yeah, they did. They removed it real quick. They're like, no, bitch. You cannot cross promote yourself on this Coach page. I was like, but please. Nope. They're not doing. Yeah, that Facebook group is great. If you want to sell something, if you want to buy something, if you're looking for something that's hard to find, they will find it and they will sell it to you. Yes. Yeah, it's really good. Pink monogram. Yes. Signature in your background. It's a signature in your background. I know it really is. It really is, Lisa. Um, and some people are kind of like, why are you? What's up with the Tory Burch bag? And I'm just kind of like, well, hell, it's one of the only bags that I've kept for a long, 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 long time, and I don't carry it. I do not carry it. I did it. I'm not trying to promote anything here, but my video tomorrow is my bags that are art. And I had another bag crafted by Naomi, which I wanted to showcase in this video, but also Eva, the bag that you gave me, the Anka Barbu. And I sort of said in it, like, do it as a tag. Any of you ladies that have a channel, do this tag because I think it's wonderful. I think not just I don't think it's wonderful. It's been done before. I'm not the one. I didn't invent the wheel, guys. But I've seen it before. It makes the rounds every few years. But yeah, my art bags, right? And so, of course, the Anka Barbu bag is in it because she is an artist and those bags are freaking awesome. But most of the art bags that I have, I don't carry. I just love to look at them, and it's not like I wanna ever get rid of them. I love them. I just think they're gorgeous and beautiful, and they are art to me, and I love handbags, so yes, please, all day. So, yeah. What? You bought a hot pink Fendi baguette? Oh my god, because I wanna sell it to you. Oh, Jesus, you spent way more on that than you did on that Kira bag would. Siobhan, I haven't seen denim versions. Thanks for the info. I will check. Have you seen the Nagiti bags yet? I have not. I haven't no. Did you like Winky from the Coachie's collection? Yeah, of course. Are you talking about the Winnie? Are you talking about the Winnie bag? I think that's what you're trying to say, right? No? I would love to have one. But try to go find, what is it called, guys? That they call it the Winnie, but I have one, but it's not actually a Winnie bag. But they only made it 1 year, like in 2009, and try to freaking buy that damn thing. Yeah, it's $1,500, $2,000 every single time you see it. What you need to do is I thought you joined us. It was me, Yota, and Candy for sure. But you need to wait for the real reel to mess up and list that bag as just a Coach leather bag when it's really the Winnie, and then find it because they'll sell it for $200 or $300 not knowing. Sometimes they screw up like that, and I love it. I love to see it. I'm like, "Your loss, my gain, bitch. Goodbye." I feel just like the girl in the video, with the State Farm video, I guess it is, where, "Ooh, almost," the girl goes, "Find me money," and the girl's buying a bag, and she goes, "Sold," and she carries the bag. I feel like that. That's what comes to mind. No, the Winky character from the Coachies collection. Oh, I don't know about it, Janet. I'm so sorry. Yeah, James video. Okay, Linda. Yes, 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 yes. Those are nice bags. But yeah, Jame has such a great collection of different eclectic, cool ass bags. She just I love her oh, what are they called? The mischief bags. Especially she got a pink and green one recently. Oh my god, so nice. Eva has the Winky. Okay, and I've seen it then. I've definitely seen it. Shit, okay. I don't know. I'm sorry. Janet, you put me on the spot. My weekend was too short, guys. Always. Winnie, have you ever considered making reaction videos? I have. What would I react to, though? Other purse videos? Because I don't want to piss people off. But I really have. But then I feel like I'm such a bitch that I would slip up and say something wrong, and people would be. I really don't like when people don't, um, when I make people mad, I'll say. I know that people don't like me. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not that stupid. I'm not naive, I'll say, to think that everybody likes everybody. I know it's not a kumbaya session over here on the purse world, but I'm just saying, like, I'm afraid if I did a reaction video to something, maybe to a large creator that wouldn't mind and doesn't know me from Adam, that wouldn't give a shit, and it wouldn't even come across their radar. But, like, to react to anybody else is like, that people that I know, I wouldn't do that because I'm afraid I would come across as rude or, uh, say the wrong thing, and it would hurt their feelings because I know how bad, sometimes this is, you probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. This is one of my "You're so vain" moments. Is sometimes I'll hear something in a video, in somebody else's video, and I'll think, "Well, shit, they were talking about me," and they were not, never. Who would? But, like, for one split second, I've had a vain moment where I'm like, "Are they talking about when I bought that bag?" God. I get a vain whatever, right? I drink that tea, it would be here like, "Listen." Oh, thank you, Linda. Okay, thank you. I'm trying, but God, if you zoom in on these wrinkles, girl, remember how, people would say all the time, like, "God, your face looks so smooth and so nice, and your skin." Lose a little weight, and then there's no, fat underneath these jowls anymore. It's just wrinkles on top of, like, my wrinkles have freaking wrinkles, and their wrinkles have wrinkles for days. I mean, it's bad. It's bad. Like the cross hatching and the older I get and the hanging. Ooh. Mm. Dawn says, too many people around who like to be pro mean girls. Yeah. Yeah. Girl wor Lisa, oh my god, you and the whole time I'm thinking about reaction videos, I'm thinking about her. She is having a moment right now and not a good one. It is not a good look. We're talking about Amberlynn. If you guys, ever follow Girl World, it's some creators that, it's plus size creators. And I started watching them because I too was plus sized and I identified with them, but then they got to be a little insane. Not a little insane, but a lot. And it was such drama that I could not stop watching. And now I watch all the reaction channels to them too. But yeah, Lisa, when Malik said reaction channel, I was thinking, shit, yeah, oh, Amberlynn. But man, there's for every video she posts, there's like 550,000 reaction channels to it, right? I like to watch Hecticana. If you ever watch him, I love him. He just tells it like it is. And Snowflake. I love Snowflake because Snowflake hates her and he calls her awful names. And I'm just like, oh my God, I never could do that. But secretly, I want to react to her. But God, she's so crazy. Hey, Ronnie. I was never, no, but I think I started watching her because her catchphrases were like, start a new diet with me, and her titles were such, and YouTube suggested them to me, and I literally started watching because her and another girl, April Lauren, who has had bypass now, and she's actually really thin, but they started at the same, well, not at the same time. Amberlynn's been going for years, but when I started really zoning in on their channels, they started weight loss journeys, and I wanted to follow the weight loss journey, but then I quickly found out that Amberlynn doesn't do weight loss journeys. What she does is freaking clickbait and feederism stuff. The hand to God, that's just it. And she's a liar and a sociopath and what do they call those? Narcissist and all the things. She's all the things. And now everybody is hate watching her. And I have found myself slowly at first, I can remember commenting on one of her videos like, "Why are we so mean, guys?" And everybody would say, "Oh, you must be new." And then I quickly realized and found out like, "Oh, okay." So, yeah, she's in a bit of drama. Now she's in drama with her aunt. But before, her, ex-girlfriend, who she calls Tommy, but's name is Emily, who is a feeder. Allegedly, everything in this video is just said with allegedly and not rooted in facts or any truths. So take that with a grain of salt. But now her girlfriend is spilling tea on her. And apparently they supposedly broke up, but they didn't really break up. They kept going because everybody gave her shit about why are you with an active feeder? And she stopped all of her weight loss stuff. Like at least she used to put in the time and try to start a new diet. You know what I mean? She had, I think she had good intentions on doing it, but then she started gaining a little weight and on top, I think she's 500 and some odd pounds now, but I think she stopped it because this girl was literally feeding her and wanting her to eat for her. So yeah, it's a whole, and this is real life, girl. This is, so Dee Dee, a feeder is someone who, I don't want to go too crazy, but gets off on fattening people up. Yeah. And it's alleged that this girl that she was seeing, right, that was her girlfriend, was married to someone who passed from, yeah, I think she got up to 900 pounds, right, Lisa? Lisa, correct me, but yeah. Um, but yeah, this is for real. Like, oh, a Mexican grandma. Dee Dee. I love that. I used to, when I go to Ohio, it wasn't really my family, but it was like family. It was my aunt's best friend. They were Yugoslavian. Okay. And whenever we would go over there, she could not speak a word of English, but as soon as we hit the door, the food, she would just fill and eat, 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 and just start laying out the food. Baba, they called her Baba. But yeah, that is so funny, Dee Dee. I love that. Almost anybody's grandma, right? Yes, they feed people to the point of, yeah, where they, yeah, can't function anymore and become bedbound, and then ultimately, yes. So she has never admitted it, but, like, she doesn't have a channel, only her ex or her current girlfriend, whatever, does. But she spilled the tea on her in a live the other night because apparently she's only doing lives right now. She's not doing much recorded. But she does these lives. Lisa, did you see her keyboard? Did you see Snowflake's video where he zoomed in on her friggin' keyboard? Because somebody said, "Why does your MacBook look like it does?" And somebody zoomed in on a picture where she had turned her camera around to show her, she tried to prove a point. That thing was so disgusting. It was so disgusting. That's my grandmother, Abuelita. Abuelita? Yeah, my hubs gained 25 pounds when we first started dating between the two grandmas. Oh my God. They love you with food, though. God love them. I do the same thing to my grandkids when they come over. I'm like, "Are you hungry?" I don't want to fix them anything to eat, but I'll throw something in the air fryer. But they always are. They're always like, "Yeah, Ninny, I'm hungry. What you got?" And I'll give them little Debbie's and candy and cakes and then send them back home because that's what I'm supposed to do, right? And gum and all sorts of, yeah. But anyway, I have the key clay and it annoys me. I love the key clay in theory, but as a practical whatever, when I worked on site, I loved it because I would hook it to, my badge or my belt loop when I could see my belt loop, if I could see it, or my bag or whatever, and then put my desk keys in it. But now I don't need that. So, yeah. I love a pouch. I love a good pouch. We're all suckers for pouches over here. Girl, yeah. I'm the same. McDonald's and DoorDash. Grandkids love me. Right? I will. I will. We will. Yeah. I'd love to do this thing on McDonald's app because we get like, I don't, but my daughter, we've been into the Happy Meal toys lately. I have been. And so she'll get like a four-piece, my 18-year-old, she'll get like a four-piece nugget Happy Meal. And then size up because it's only like 20 cents extra to get the large Coke, but you do it on the app and then you earn points, which I did not know about, but you do it on the app and then you just pull up and you tell them like number 6572 or whatever, number 69, and then they have your food ready for you. Love that. Love that. And then you earn points and you get free stuff. But I don't need free stuff at McDonald's, but you can get like a free Diet Coke or a free coffee or something. But yeah, they will only eat a friggin' Happy Meal. Do you still have the small key pouch? I do. I have that in a bean that I won from Candy, and then I have the monogram. Yes, I love it. I still have both of those. I tend to when I get something from somebody, not I don't really want to get rid of it ever, but then I have stuff piling up. But when I get a gift, like, I like to keep it and hold on to it. I feel like it's annoying to take keys out, but maybe yeah, no, you're right, it really is. Because everything is keyless now, like, everything's just you put it in your pocket and then you open your car door, your car starts and opens with your key in your pocket. It's the ease of whatever. I swear there's nothing like a new key pouch. Oh, right. I know. And I have so many of them, but I've sort of gotten rid of I still have an MCM one. Why? Why do I have that? Or maybe that's my card case. Okay, yeah, I think it's a card case. But I stopped buying the card cases because that was a slippery slope for me, guys. I was buying card cases like left and right, and I had amassed such a freaking box of them. I was like, oh shit, yeah, she got to stop. I've got a problem, guys. Bag, not page. I gotcha. I love my gifts. We'll never part with them, right? No, Suni. I will look it up. Hey, Suni. I need a Faraday key pouch. Siobhan, I gotta look that up. Okay. Everybody's here. Like the gang is all here. We're having such a good time. Thank you guys for coming in. I need the Coach Essentials Slim Card Case. Oh, Sunmi. Sorry. I called you Suni. I'm sorry. I remember your name, Sunmi, because I've talked to you before. I'm sorry. Um, But yeah, I may even be ready to go back to the big wallets. What? Zoom in face. Y'all notice I do that now? I've been doing like better edits. And I'll do this thing where I'll hold and then I'll do the zoom in. I was just phoning it in there for a while. I was just like, yeah, fuck it. I don't care. Like, yeah, but now I try to put in more edits and make it as fun, which is what I really wanted. Remember when I had an editor? Yeah. He was nice. He was sweet. But it was just a barrier. Like he couldn't turn it around quick and then he started, messing things up and I really wanted him to like sprinkle in some really cute and I would describe to him like put in a nice and he just kept using the same 4 or 5 over and over again. I was like, "Okay, no. I need you to work on this." But, I realized that I got it for such a good deal that he edited for such a low, low price that really I'm wanting him to spend 3, 4 hours on something that he's not really making any money on. I get it. And then I was like, "Well, I can do this myself." Zoom in face again. Right, Siobhan, I love that Gucci wallet that zips all the way around with the ID in the back. Oh, I love that one too. Yeah, it's like a card case wallet. I'm sure I said that already here after watching Fuchsia. Yes, I've been using my large wallets again for a while now. I like to have all my shit with me, as we all know. Yes. Which, yeah, you should use a big wallet because you use big bags. It makes sense. Are you ready to send me that one bag that I love that's part leather and part nylon looking? What is it again? Oh, it's them damn Olsen twins, girls. They're really expensive. Remember, I had a fit for it. I really want that bag, Craig. What is it again? I want it so bad. I don't even freaking know what it is. But you know the one, the inside out bag that you have. Oh, I want to say Rowan, but that's not it. The row, friggin' row. Margot Inside Out. I want that. I still want that. I had lip goop. Sorry about that, guys. The Gigi wallet is the best. Small wallet. I make my husband carry everything. You're so smart. My husband, when we're out, makes me carry all his shit. Like if we're going on vacation, just like, here's my keys and my wallet and stuff. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. Margot, Inside Out 17. Yes. I freaking love that bag. I love it. And I've seen it in the blonde, the like blonde color, that yellow natural looking. I'm dead. I'm gone. I love it. But I'm not buying expensive bags right now. I'm buying sneakers. And I'm buying little doodads here and there and Labubu's, but I'm not like forking out big money on a bag. Well, I haven't in a minute for me. I guess the last bag, I really did buy a bag last week, which was the Coach. Loved. But as far as buying a $3,000 bag, like I was going to say, I really, 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 when Malik asked this question, like I was really debating on, I wanted that Coach Cherries Speedy so friggin' bad. And I still do. And that I bought the replica of it did not really quench my thirst on it because it just doesn't look good. But I really did want that bag. And I really do. At some point, I think it is something when they drop down in price and the new is gone away from that, I may try to scoop it up. But I really do. Y'all know that friggin' Mew Mew bag that I have, the big bow bag that has all the charms on it? I saw one today, Japanese seller, so I know it was legit. You kind of have to watch on eBay. But I saw one on eBay today for 2,100 and something. The those bags new are 3,800, 4,800. They're really expensive. And 2,100, and it wasn't ragged out either. And I think I ended up thinking I got a really good deal on it, and I think I paid 2,800. Yeah, if you just wait. Like, that's not something that I am known to do, right, is wait. Like, I'm a big, like, "Oh, the FOMO. Oh, you gotta be quicker than that." I am that. I am that all the way. Dawn, welcome back. I missed everyone. Yes, you had company in town. And so you checked out on us for a minute, for a hot minute. You were like, goodbye. But that's okay. You need to entertain your guests. Did you get those? No, I did the purple ones. Ed, I need them though. Oh my God. So, yeah. I found a pair that I really want because I'm having a sneaker moment right now. I'm not only buying sneakers for myself, I'm buying my grandkids, my son. I bought him a really cute pair of Air Jordans. So like I am into sneaker buying again. So where I haven't been buying bags, doesn't matter. I'm still spending a little money, but like when you go on the Nike website and you can buy a really cute pair of sneakers for $55. Like, I'm hooked, I'm down, I'm in. Yeah. And I could buy my grandkids like, well, because my grandkids, both of the older ones went to pre-K, and the littler ones don't understand when the older ones get something from Ninny, like, "Where's my shit?" So I had to buy them, which, okay, I haven't bought Rosie a pair of sneakers, but this girl wears Crocs everywhere, my three-year-old that just turned 3 on Sunday. But yeah, it was just her birthday, and I bought her, a few toys, and we bought her an iPad. Not a new one, but a refurbed because she's 3. Come on. Those new ones are like $500, $400. No, I can't do that. So I bought her a refurbished one for like $130 on Amazon. And I bought the protection on it. So if it tears up, they've got protection, which it probably will. But yeah, so yeah, it's a thing. So I had to buy the 2 older ones pre-K. I had to buy them school shoes, right? And a few little clothes. I bought them some go back to school clothes. And then I was like, well, shit, I have to buy, you know, little baby, the other one, shoes too. And then my son really said he wanted some Spizikes. Do y'all know what those are? The Air Jordans? I think they're 4s or 5s. I don't know. But they were Spike Lee inspired, made them or designed them. So anyway, my son was like, I really want that. So I found them for a good deal on Nike.com, and I got 20% off. I was like, hey, I ordered those shoes for you. My son is in police academy right now. Like not the movie, but there really is a police academy, and he is in the police academy for another, I want to say 4.5 more weeks. And what happens is Sunday night they go to, it's a couple towns over, and they drive and they carpool to this academy, and they have to stay. It's kind of like basic training, but they get to come home on Friday night, and they stay till Sunday night, and then they go back. And I think it's 9 or 10 weeks. And so last week he had to be, oh, what do you call it? Sprayed, pepper sprayed, because cops have to go through, you don't realize it, but like cops have to go through the same training. Like if they're going to dole out something, I mean, barring getting shot or something, but, they have to be tased, and they have to get pepper sprayed like as part of their training. So yeah, 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 yeah. Who's going to bed? Okay, bye, Craig. Bye, babes. Have a good night, doll. Ed, what did you just say? Wait, wait, wait. Let me go back to Ed. I'm also having a sneaker moment right now. You are. I could care less about bags. I know. What are we doing? We go through moments. I mean, I still love my bags, right, right, right. But nothing seems interesting to me, right? It's just where we all are. I don't see a whole lot of people buying a lot of bags too. I mean, it could just be me. Maybe I'm not looking in the right spots, but I don't see a whole lot of people, especially buying Vuitton, because I kind of, get alerted to all the Vuitton purchases out there. My YouTube keeps me informed, but Dee Dee says, dang, my granddaughter has been back to school for 4 days, and she hit me up for the first fundraiser she's running for homecoming. Oh, that's cool. Duchess, there goes the money I saved for this month, right? No bags for me, but that's a much better cause. So that's awesome. I hope she wins. That's amazing. That is a good cause. You should run a little fundraiser on your channel for her too. That would be good. Yes. These fundraisers though, like the chocolates and all that. Back when I used to be in radio, at one point for a couple of years I sold radio ads because that's how you made money in radio. People on the radio don't make money. Susan says, "Hey, Susan Pepper, that's great about your son. My boyfriend is an instructor at our sheriff's office. Oh, that's cool. Academy and trains new recruits and other agency instructors. Yes. Well, that is awesome. So, yes, I love to hear it. I love to hear it. Thank you for sharing. Um, but yeah, back when I used to saw that Rowan, thought it was cute and safe. Hey, Dia. Hello. Welcome in. Oh, my nose is itching like crazy now, guys. Um, but anyhow, back when my kids were in school, they would bring home these candy bars and this gift wrap and all that shit. And I was selling at the time. This was, before Carter was in school, but when my two oldest ones were in the height of like grammar school and middle school. And I literally went in and wrote them a check for like $100 or $150 or whatever. And I said, "Here's your fundraising slips back. My kids will not be doing it," because it really was the mom. I know it seems a bitchy move now. I see that it sounds really bitchy, but I wrote the money and said, "Here is to the fund," which they accepted. And I said, "I do not want to sell for the school. I sell for my job all day long. I don't want to come home and candy bars for my kids, so just want to donate to the cause." I mean, and they took it and they were like, "Okay, you don't have to if you don't want to." Yeah. Yeah, you can. I can send you a QR code. Okay, that's cool. No pressures. Dee Dee, yes. Send it around to everybody because that's a good thing. Yeah, those fundraisers are a pain. And Eva, I feel for you because you're starting, you've got little kids, so I get it. Yeah, they're a pain in the neck. It's just like, guys, what? But, our school, like, that I think was middle school, but I will say this, the elementary school that we were in, the district where we go, they sort of didn't do fundraising like that through the kids. They would have a big carnival in the fall, like a fall festival carnival. And they would hire those, inflatables. They would do like a dunking booth for the teachers. They would sell raffle tickets and people would donate. I won a Barbie basket one year. It was so nice. Um, so yeah, it was that like a cakewalk and stuff like that, cotton candy. And you would volunteer your time for that and also, bring your kids. And it was a nice thing on the weekend, in the fall. And that's how they made their fundraising money for the school that year. And that was a nice thing. So they didn't have to send all that shit home. But yeah, Dawn says, "Do you have a fundraiser to Eva? I'll buy." No, yeah. I saw some on vlogs like Lula West. I'm hoping they have some silks, but I used to all the time as a high school. Yeah, in high school, when we were in way back in the day, I can remember selling fruit. We sold fruit. And then they would hold that over your head. And we had one band director my senior year. I actually quit band in my senior year because he was just a frigging asshole. And his name was George Jones. I'm sure he's long gone now. He was old then, but he was a real raging, C word. I did not like him. I didn't. A lot of people didn't like him. We had the best band director for years, and then he got pissed off at the school system and left. So they sort of ran him off, and I loved him. I loved him. Actually, we sold a car to him and his wife years later. Yeah. But, no, seriously, he was a real jerk, and he made us sell fruit, and this was the first year. Look at my face just talking about this asshole. My face is getting red from the thinking of what a dick he was. But anyhow, yeah, we did fruit, like boxes of fruit, right? Oranges, navel oranges, all that shit, grapefruits, stuff like that. And, our spring trip, our band trip, where we performed, but we'd also go to like a really cool place. One year, our band, not with me in it, but I can remember our high school band years later when I'm adult. When they went to Macy's one year, so you know all that shit. It was nice, but we always went to competition in the spring, and when we would go, it would also be a trip, a fun trip for us too, because sometimes we'd go to Six Flags. This year we were going to Florida. We were going to Disney. Well, he made us all sell fruit And if you didn't sell enough fruit, you could not go on the trip. So I didn't sell enough fruit because I was a hellraiser and a partier, and I'd rather party than, sell fruit. And all my people were poor. They didn't want to buy no damn fruit. So yeah, girl, he was not going to let me go. So I said, to hell with you. I quit. And so I quit. And for other reasons too. But he was a jerk. He was a real piece of crap. He was a piece of work. We didn't win any competitions. He sucked. He sucked. And if he was standing here, I'd tell him to his face. I do not like you. I hate you. I don't hold a grudge or anything. But I did not like him. And he did not like me. So yeah, he was a real like I had been in band since 4th grade. I had played the clarinet, the B flat clarinet and the bass clarinet. And I was a flag girl in marching season because back then they did not let you carry your bass clarinet in marching season. It was too big and cumbersome. So I did not march with my instrument. I was a flag, in the flag corps, which I loved too. I loved band. I was a band geek. All of my friends kind of made fun of me, like, girl, you in the band? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm in the band. Bye. I don't got to take PE. So bye. You all had to take PE. Bye. But yeah, I loved the band. I did. But yeah, it was so sad that I did not. What did I do at band camp? I loved band camp. Girl, listen to me. I didn't do anything. Well, I probably did. I did. I did do a lot of crazy shit at band camp. Um, But one year at band camp, no, seriously, I did a lot of crazy shit. Look at my face get red. And the band bus. I remember one time we went to a little town it's where my builder is from. Now, remember I was telling you he's a couple of towns away, and so this was an hour and something away to go to play this one football team on a Friday night. And I met this when I tell you this guy was freaking gorgeous. Listen, I was way out of my league. Like he was a 10, he was a freaking 11. Like he was a Brad Pitt, okay? Me pulling a Brad Pitt shit, girl. And for some reason his name was Alan. He wanted to talk to me. And he sat down with me at band at third quarter. We would all get to kind of do our own thing, and me and the girls would walk around the track and like talk to boys. That's just what we did. And I will never forget this girl. He followed us. He had a Camaro. He followed us. He followed us in the band bus, like because we were in the back of the band bus, and I could see him following us all the way back to our high school. And I had ridden with a friend, and he was going to take me home just to drive me home, which I lived 10 minutes from my high school. He drove all the way back, and then he wrote me these long love letters. And I was like, what the hell? But then I didn't keep up with it because I don't know how to say this. Gosh. Oh my. Okay, wait. Dee Dee said I played alto sax, was first chair and second chair in marching band. That's great. In sophomore to senior year, I battled with this guy. He was so cute. Sometimes I would let him win. Oh, that's cute. Okay, but anyway, okay. So Alan, okay, this is a long story, but our I don't know if it was our vice principal or our principal. I think it was our principal that came in. He was at his old high school. He had moved from that town and moved to our town. And I got to talking to him I said, oh, do you remember? Because he was 20 and I was 17. So he was already out of school. And he wasn't in college. He didn't go to college. He was working. He was beautiful. When I tell you he was gorgeous, like all of my friends were like, man, how did you pull that? Like, seriously. And all of my cutesy little cheerleading friends and girlfriends, we were all like, oh my God, like what? And everybody in the band bus was like, this guy's still behind us. We thought he would just go down the exit and like get off the exit and like, no, but anyway, I asked my new principal. He wasn't Italian. Oh, I thought you were talking to me. He did not have a T-top, no. But it was kind of a beater. but it wasn't a newer, like, it wasn't a nice car. It was just an old beater. But anyway, he followed us, him and a friend, actually a friend. He brought his friend too. He wasn't hot. His friend wasn't hot at all. And so I asked my principal if he remembered him, and he said, "Oh yeah. Yeah, I do. You're not dating him, are you?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I mean, he was gonna come and take me out on a date, and he'd written me some letters and had called me, on the phone and stuff. And we had talked. And he said, "Did you think something was a little off?" And I said, "Well, I mean, not too bad. Why?" And he said, "Well, he was in a special program at our school." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah. It's kind of like the opposite of gifted. If you guys, I mean, and I'm not belittling him in any way. And yeah, he just could not. He was not. His elevator didn't go all the way to the top floor. And I guess the first girl, like everybody at his, hey Leanne, hey Julie, but everybody that he was so hot, but everybody that hey Grace, that I guess attempted to flirt with him, and everybody in his own town kind of, I guess, knew had who he was, and like that he wasn't dealing with a whole deck. Because I was like, how is this guy not wifed up? How is he not like with? How is he not only? Why is he talking to me? Like, what's going on? And yeah, I mean, I know, like I'm trying to be very nice and sweet about it, but yeah, he just wasn't he just wasn't playing with a full deck. Yeah. Yeah, right, Dia? He was beautiful. I could have worked with that, but it was the distance between us, and it really was only like an hour. But I didn't have a I think I had a car, and then I got it taken away, so I didn't have a way to meet him and stuff. And so it got a little caught up in that. And then our conversations, I will say this, I'm not a prude or like that, but I don't suffer fools well. I'll say that. You know that saying, "I do not suffer fools." Well, and our conversation did begin to lag. I'll say that. We didn't have common interests. He just wasn't. Yeah. Uh-huh. 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 No, it wasn't my Ohio guy. This was a guy that you missed the story, but I met. I've told you this story, Leanne. But when I met that guy at a football game when we were playing Morristown, and he was freaking hot. He was hot as shit. He was like one of the hottest guys. Oh, I dumped Larry for, yeah. Oh, Scary Larry was so cute too. But he was a hottie. And then, yeah, I remember how, was it Mr. Evans? No, it wasn't Mr. Evans. It was a new either vice principal or principal. I'm pretty sure it was our principal in our senior year. He came from another town, and he was the principal at the Morristown High School for years. And then we only got to be around, I think maybe it was our vice president. I can't remember, but anyway, we only had him for 1 year. Remember how we had the same guy for years and years and years and years and years, and even our brothers and our sisters had him for years and years and years. He was there forever, and then he retired, and then somebody replaced him. Was it Mr. Lyle? No, I can't remember. It wasn't Mr. Evans. Anyhow, he had him in high school when he was the principal at that school. And so I had asked him, because that was the same school, and I had asked him about, his name was Alan, and I'll never forget it, LA. And he told me in no uncertain terms that he was not dealing with a full deck. But he had followed us home from the ball game that night. And we had to go back to the high school, and he took me home. He gave me a ride home. He drove all that way from Morristown just to take me to my house, which is like 10 minutes away. And because I couldn't come in late because I lived with my grandma at the time, and my grandmother knew kind of like what was what. I mean, maybe I spent a little time with him. We kind of hung out at in the high school parking lot and stuff, and maybe we kissed a little bit. I don't remember. I'm sure we did. But then Leanne, he wrote me these love letters, like he was pledging his undying love to me and all this shit. And then we just grew apart. But he was the most like of all the guys that I can remember besides Bill. I mean, I think Bill was a fucking smoke show, but yeah, of all the guys besides Bill and my Ohio boyfriend, the hottest was this guy. Like Brad Pitt level hot, like freaking beautiful. Like symmetrical face, beautiful hair, beautiful body, the right perfect height, everything about his hands were nice because we held hands. I can remember. I'm just saying. Okay. Scary Larry was the best. I about died when she told me they dated. We did. We did. He bought me Def Leppard tickets. He wanted to take me to see Def Leppard. Ah, God. I've told you this story. Yeah, Bill is hottie, but back in the day, Bill was fine as freaking wine. But he's still hot to me. Yes, he's still hot to me. But yeah, you're unlocking my first kiss memory. Oh my God, right? That was definitely not my first kiss, girl. She got around. She did. I tell Bill stories and he goes, "You was just a hoe." I'm like, "I tell y'all every day. Like, please believe when I say this hoe, girl, yes. I told Julie you knew Bill was yours when you met him. Yeah, that first day when we met, and I still knew he had the same last name as me. I didn't care. I was like, I'm gonna marry this guy. I am gonna freaking marry this guy, and I did. Better than Prune Poon. Oh my God. I had a thing with older men right before I met Bill. It was a thing. Like I had daddy issues, guys. And the oldest guy I was ever with, I won't even tell you how old he is. He's probably like what I am now when I was 20, 22. And yeah, he had a girl come over, and it made me so jealous. But I was dating like five other guys myself, men and guys, and he was just not attractive. He was just not good. Leanne, he was ugly, right? I don't know what I saw in him, but we'd hung out a few times. Ugh. And we had smoked together. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay. And he had a grown son that was probably just a few years younger than me. But yeah, he had a date one night, and I saw his girlfriend come over. And it was one night with Leanne. You were at my house, and remember, I had my hair up. I'll never forget it. I had my hair up in a towel. I just got out of the shower, and I saw that girl pull out, and I was like, "Have fun with your freaking prune poon." I called her a prune poon. Oh my God. Dawn says, I had a boyfriend with a head injury. It didn't end well. I mean, things happen. I dated a guy one time that he had a physical handicap. And he was nice, but we just weren't. It wasn't because he had a physical handicap or anything. It was just because he just wasn't the one for me. But I threw a lot of fish back, guys. Like, I kissed a lot of frogs before I met Bill. A lot. I really cast a wide net, okay? And nobody was off the table. I dated around. I dated around, guys. Listen, I'm no stranger to dating. Yes, we hated on that woman really bad. We did. I was so jealous, but it really wasn't because I liked that guy so much. It was just because the audacity, dating someone right in front of my nose. But we were neighbors. We all lived in Leanne and them lived, like there was four in our section of apartments. And me and Leanne and Barry and whoever lived in the top two apartments, right? And then he lived directly under me. And then I don't remember who lived on the other side because there was a lot of people in and out of that apartment. Dana lived there at one point. But yeah. I'm back to kissing frogs. My boyfriend's only acted like they had head injuries, right? Oh my god. I just kiss Henry, he's loyal. I mean I made Bill kiss me this weekend. I can't. I can't. I can't. Y'all see my Archie Bunker corner over here. Sorry. Yeah, I've got blankets piled high, but now I don't need all these blankets, so I need to really start throwing out and culling some stuff. But I've got like blankets stacked up over here in this corner because I used to like just sleep with a blanket, but now I'm like, hell no, I can't live without an electric blanket. Dawn says head injury guy was handsome, but not a full deck. Yeah, it wasn't right. It's right. That's kind of the same for me. I don't think this guy had an injury, but he just, um, he it doesn't there's a lid for every pot, like I've said. I mean, and he probably made somebody just a great husband, father, what have you. He was a nice, super sweet, super very sweet guy and beautiful. I mean, he probably married a beautiful little gal and they had a bunch of kids and had a happy life, have a happy life. So it's whatever. I mean, it is what it is. But, it's one of those things where maybe, like, oh, he's so gorgeous. I dated a doctor once too, but I'm pretty sure he was gay, but he just wasn't out. I was sort of his beard, but he was hot. He was Italian. He really was Italian. Uh, his last name was Moriali. Moriali. But yeah, he's a doctor. And yeah, he was doing his residency here. But yeah, I really think that he was gay, and that's fine. I mean, it's totally fine. But I really liked him. I really liked him. And it was my first year of college. Well, it was actually the summer before I went to college that we kind of hung out. But yeah, then he moved off. Doctors in residency, they're gonna find a place to leave and live, and I think he settled down in the Midwest and one of the I states, Iowa, Idaho, somewhere like that. But yeah, Caleb is going live. Okay, I'll end my live, and we can all run over and watch Caleb. Sunmi, Siobhan says, that's cute. My first kiss was with my husband playing video games. We were too young to be kissing and kind of got in trouble. Oh, Siobhan. Oh, I loved my first kiss. Mm, my first real kiss. It was with my Ohio boyfriend. He was hot. He was beautiful. He had dark hair and beautiful blue eyes. He was gorgeous. I'm sure he still is somewhere. And he probably married a nice girl and had beautiful kids. But, too many miles between us, and I didn't want to move. And I'm sure he wasn't going to move nowhere. He went into the army, and then we met up one last time. We were about 20. Yeah, good times, guys. Going down, don't going down the. I started to say Disney Lane because I saw somebody put Disney in the chat, Jolie. Going down memory lane. Sorry. But anyway, yeah, I'll jump off here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much for coming by. I do appreciate you guys listening to all of my crazy rantings. That's just what it is, nutsy rantings. But yeah, let's all jump over and watch Caleb's live. So I'll see you guys later.